everybody. Good middle of the day to you. It's Tuesday here. It's Tuesday noon right here. And wherever you are and whenever you are, I greet you. And so does the pie. And so do the Seahawks. I know. It's my face. It's my facey face. Me and Sunshine both have facey faces. Yes, we do. Today's topic is creating in the flow. Mixed media art on your iPad. Woohoo! Because I don't know if y'all know, but I have been a mixed media artist for much longer than I've been a musician. I started in, I think my first piece was in 1996. And that was 30 years ago. Oh my gosh, I've been an artist for 30 years. Anyway, I'm used to working in the mixed media tradition, which is a lot of found objects, a lot of random processes and things that you work for your mood, and you work in a flow, and then you start to realize what you're creating for yourself, which is super cool. And I think that we want to get into that. Hang on a second. I've got to double check because I bet that I've been a dum-dum and forgot to re-customize my stream. So let's check. Because, see, the leaderboard and no redirect. Can't have that. So we got to make sure that we know where we're going after this, and that you can just hold your hands inside the ride and we can work. Sky Moon. I believe it's VS Visual Synthesizer. Yes, it is. And I'm very excited for this show of Jades. You weren't going to say it, I know, because you call it a beater board, and it makes me sad. I cry. Yes, I know you like to mix your media. Thomas is definitely one of the people who vibes with this approach. My nagging cat. Anyway, let's get my iPad in the screen too, and get me and Pi in the corner where naughty live streamers belong. Here I go. Here we go. Yes, don't say it. Don't say it. All right, here we are in music. But I think we should start with, I've got an idea. Let's take a photograph and mess it up with Fractalizer, and then I'm going to move it from Fractalizer into Superimpose V and smear it out all over the screen. Or maybe I'll use Procreate. Anyway, apps we'll be using, potentially Fractalizer, potentially Hyperspective doesn't work on here, or at least it didn't last time. But let's check that out. Let's give it a try. And maybe should we have just a teeny smidge of mellow music running? I think we should. Rob Palooza Space Fields. Ooh, musical cave. That sounds fun. Let's jump into a musical cave. Now let me know if it's too quiet or I'm too quiet. We're just going to let that kind of vibe. Then we're going to, let's fractalize something. Let's fractalize a photo. Ooh, very cool. See, we're already working. Oh no, it's me. Hey, Bloody Ritual, what is up? And I see Dave Bops, Doug Kidder, Thomas Christ. Sorry, I'm not I'm trying to make it so that you can see. So you can see the stuff. Okay, let's find a photo. Hey, we've already got a few here. But let's see, what should we take? I want something that has a bit of color. Ooh, how about some sunset? let's take that sunset right there, and we're gonna, wow. Kind of just move it around. Ooh, there's a cool one. I want one with a lot of black space in it, maybe. Ooh, that's pretty cool. So there's image saved. Just for fun, I'm gonna record one too, because I always like to, oh, you record one too. Then maybe we can leave just a little bit of this in there. It's fun to create. See our little cave? We've got this cool cavey music going on. Just kind of vibing and chilling and making some art. Let's do it. Alright, so we got a couple of those, so let's toss those out. Let's try this time. I'll often open them up and superimpose, but let's go Procreate this time. Procreate. And we're gonna go Photo. And then we're gonna use this one with a lot of black in it. Now notice how this isn't really the right shape. So let's see. Let's get in here to our gallery. I've lost my, there it is. I thought I'd lost control of my adjustments. I want to be able to find like how you change actions, canvas, actions, canvas, crop and resize. So take the settings and we want to make it 1920 by 1080. Whoops. And now we'll see, it just shows this much of it. See, I'm going to move it so that it's bigger, right? Heck, I want it to be 19 by 10. I should have done this. I did it backwards. Let's go. Let's take it all the way out. But let's go bye-bye. See? Make mistakes. Do better. Better Procreate. All right. Now, let's make a new canvas here. And now we'll bring in our photo. Let's go Add. Insert a photo. It'll be right here. So here we go. And now you'll see. So I want to, hey Lewis Cook, what's new? Let's go freeform. See, if you go freeform, you can extend things to the side. Let's take it off of here for a second. So I want to make it smaller so we can work with it. There we go. So now, this is the same as in what we do in another app. Okay, make sure we've got, whoops, don't want to rotate. We just want to make sure we've got the whole canvas covered. Nope, we still got a little tiny bit. Oops. Right there. Alright, so now we've got everything in here. And now it's time to start smudging and smearing. Now see, this will be a different process than it would be if we were in a different app, like superimpose. Here you can smudge with things. Let's smudge with bokeh lights. Let's bring my bokeh lights down, and our opacity is medium. So now we just start smudging. So we're going to smudge most of this picture together. We're going to leave some spots that look normal. But I'm just going to take the black spots and kind of do lights over them. See, look at that. And if I smudge the black out into the white, it will work too, but I'm smudging the white into the black. Ooh, ooh, hang on a second. Let's undo that. So 2 fingers to undo. Yeah, there we go. See, I like what's up above. I want to keep that little, it looks like a small bit of the world. This is starting to look really cool and crazy. All right, so now, we're going to move back and forth. We're going to take this one and we're going to export it. So look at right up here, your wrench, and you use the share. So there's add, canvas, share, video, preferences, help. So share, we're going to share that to a PNG. It exports, we save the image, and now we can go back. It looks kind of like a little waterfall in the middle of nowhere. So now we're in Superimpose X. You can kind of see what my vibe is, can't you? Let's move this in. On the mod symbol. What's a mod symbol? I want to get a little bit more music going in here. There we go. Let's see what we've got. Hayes blunt keys. They sound awesome. The wrench. Oh yes, the mod symbol. Alright, in Superimpose V, now let's add some stuff. Let's let's go into photos, and let's add some, whoa, let's not use that one. Let's use a sideways one. Whoops, those aren't sideways. We want something sideways. We want something I can cut. Ooh, how about this? So let's auto mask that. See, now all we have is this. So we'll transform. We'll move it where we want. We'll leave it there. Make it a little bit larger. Now this one, we're going to want to edit. We're going to want to change some of those colors. So let's get into this range. So the way I find out where my color is I pull my saturation just way down. And then I move the thing around until it looks pale and grayed out. There we go. So now we can take and bring back up the purple and then change it to another color. Whoa! There we go. It's kind of a weird greeny color. So then we're going to get out of there. We're going to do it again. This time we're going to adjust a different color in the range. We're going to find that pink. Oops. Bringing back up. Make it very saturated this time. Oh yes, that blue is really cute. And you can actually change the light too. So I'm going to add a whole bunch of light so it kind of looks kind of vibed out. And then we'll blend it. We'll layer blend it. Ooh, multiply, screen, overlay. Darken, lighten, color dodge, looks cool. Color burn. I like hard light the best. We'll leave hard light. And I just keep adding stuff, and eventually something's gonna look good, right? Let's add this. Let's auto mask it. Whoops, nothing. There's nothing left. Ha. A lot of times we'll add these trees. Usually, oh yeah, left some cool trees in there. Let's transform this, fit to canvas. Now see, you've just got a little bit of trees hanging in there. I like that. Let's do it again. Let's find some more trees. Well, not trees. Let's use this. Ooh, that's pretty. There we go. Let's put this in the corner. We're gonna want to, let's see, we're gonna mess with that color red there. So we're gonna go back to this adjust range, bringing down this. There we go. See, we'll make it dark. And then just a little, yeah, it's a cool little spiral, isn't it? And it's like you start out and it doesn't look all that great, but you keep going and eventually you have something really cool. Just got to keep working and working and working and working and working and working. Let's see if there's anything interesting in here. Ooh, yes. I like that totally messed up looking fence. Hey, Forest of the Wolf Mark. Let's see, where would we want this? Cool. Ooh, I like the idea of having it be up over here. So you can see right behind this gated fence is this beautiful thing. Whoa, so now this is something else. Now we're going to want to edit that. We're going to want to adjust that blue. So we're looking for the range, and we'll pull down this. And we're going to go, oh, there we go. There's that sky blue. Now it's green. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Bring the light up too. Nice. Okay. Hey, Gary Hubbs, what's up? So we'll keep that. So now it looks like there's a fenced off area of reality in this giant bubble of weirdness. Let's just, I'm just working. Oh, see, that's gonna look really cool. Of course, we're gonna have to change its. Now see, the person's trying to get in over here. They're trying to get into the gate. I like that. So of course we're going to change the colors again. Adjust. Range. Let's do it. Let's mess with that purple. Oh, there we go. Ooh, the purple. Ah, the purple dark. That's nice. I'm going to leave it desaturated. I'm just going to lightly change the color. We'll color that up. Now we're going to look for that pink, and we're going to mess the pink up too. Once again, range. Desaturate. There we go. There's that pink. We'll bring some of it back up because it's not the same color anymore. I like that blue. Let's leave the blue. This one, let's give it a look. Hey, Ty Man, how you doing? Let's see how it looks way under all this stuff. Nah. I like that. It's just, the thing is to never stop adding. When the mixed media way of saying this is you're always one layer away from greatness. Jade Star, good morning. We're looking forward to seeing visual synth from you today. How exciting. And I'm still just in the photos, effing around, doing my thing. So I like this person. Look at, she's a person from somewhere, but look at how look at how her body is all crazy. Yeah, look, it's filled with, maybe we'll set her on top of this stack of stuff over here so that her feet are right in the center of the, there we go. And let's edit her. Oops. We don't want to crop. We're gonna edit, adjust, range. We're gonna get rid of some of that pink. There we go. We're gonna move that to another color. Oh yes, there we go. Pull it back up, lighten it, darken it. Oh, there we go. Now she's dark. Trading places. I kind of like this one. I think it needs to be layer blended. Let's check. Multiply. Screen. No. Overlay is okay. Darken. Lighten. Color dodge. Color burn. It looks cool, but it doesn't fit. Soft light. Soft light is probably best. Difference is cool too. Exclusion. Let's go soft light. There we go. So it's kind of the downward spiral. Very cool. Hey Denise, what's cooking? I love how there's still, if you look, see? There's still just a little bit of reality in the sky over here. Very cool. So many layers. And that's what we do. We're just going to keep working. And this, what's cool about this is I'm working totally from my own photos. Although you can definitely work from, I like this mountain one. Let's see. I wish we could keep the mountain. But I like the trees. Let's put the trees in. Trees, I think they're gonna go way back here. And I want them way down underneath everything. Whoa! These probably need a layer blend too. Let's give them a layer blend. Multiply, screen, overlay, darken, lighten, color dodge. Ooh, color dodge looks cool there. Color burn, that's very deep. Oh, very cool. Soft light, hard light, difference. I don't know about this one right here. Let's take that and hide it. I don't know if I like that layer. See? Look how much better it looks with just the trees. Only I think now the trees should potentially go up here. Yes. And I'm gonna I want to sort of do something to the bottom of this picture right here. Like maybe smudge out the bottom so that it... Hard monster. So let's use our editor and our brush. Oops. So brush. So if you're in your adjustment, your editor, and you're in the tools menu, you just hit brush and then smudge. So we're gonna smudge some of this out. Hey, Hugh Caldwell guitar, you are the bomb. We love you. Woohoo! Look at that. Now it kind of looks like... See, if you blur the edges out, now it looks kind of like there's... Now the light in the DNA spiral looks more intense, and it looks like it's kind of growing out of the thing. I think I'm still gonna take that blue. That blue is still just a tiny bit too intense for me, so let's come back in with our adjustment and our range. We're gonna take that blue, and I think I'm just gonna desaturate it a bit. There we go. So I haven't taken the blue out, I've just desaturated it a little bit, so now it's kind of hanging out there. So cool. Now let's go all the way down to the bottom, and I'm going to use another brush in the editor. So here's our brushes, right? Now let's use my little guy here. So you could clone things, but I'm going to use retouch. And then we're going to go in, and right around here we're going to darken it all around. So we make sure we have our brush size is reasonable. There we go. So right around the edges of this, we're going to darken. So that it all starts looking more, yeah, see how there's now more kind of, it draws your eye in because it's darker. So let's kick that down. And I think let's come up to this. Where's our gate? Here's our gate. The gate might need a little retouch brush too. Maybe desaturate it just a smidge. Oh yeah, there you go. Now it doesn't look quite so green, and now the light just kind of bounces off of it in certain areas. This is starting to look much more interesting. Now I want to take this one. This is we're on the guy in his, he's running on top of a DNA spiral is basically what he's doing. So our retouch, let's desaturate, but not that strong. Let's like 63% desaturation. And then we're just going to go right around the edges. Yay, so that now, don't forget to mix your thumb with the like. Ha, that's funny. You're a funny guy, Tease. Drinking this only what you need, dairy-free protein, 0 sugar. I needed that. Woohoo! Now I think, let's see, let's do some more of this retouching brush, because this is one of my favorite things you can use here. Let's lighten, let's retouch brush, and let's lighten some of the middle. Here we go, the middle of this. And now let's go back into it again and retouch brush. And let's darken the outsides. Nice. And then, okay, so hang on a second. Let's come right in here. And she's normal, so that you can't see through her, which is useful. I love it. We're making some progress. This is a very wild looking thing. Let's add some more stuff. We're still in my photos now. Ooh, I love this. To do, look at art, be art, make art, show art, 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 art. See, now we're just gonna leave these words in. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. So transforming, we move them. I like it right there. Okay. There we go. And now, of course, let's drag that down. Now it's underneath. It's underneath everything. But we want that to be, let's layer that, and let's take down the opacity. See, there we go. It's at 34.9. Now it just says art. You see, you can't really read it, but it's so cool, right? You know what's up with this guy? I wonder, like her, the girl, I want maybe her to be facing the other way. Let's find her. Here's our human. Go to the editor. Or maybe, nope, that's in transform. Let's flip horizontally. I want her standing right in there, right? It wouldn't be mine if it wasn't wild, right? I think you have a point there. Okay, now we definitely need to darken this woman up now, because she looks pale and sad and pathetic. Let's darken her. Let's use our retouch brush and darken. Whoa, look at that! Maybe not so. There she is. Her feet are really dark. Her hand is dark. Her head is dark. I just don't want it to be 100% dark. Maybe we should de-strengthen it. Ooh, yes. That is actually quite perfect. Let's take the hands up. So the hands are very dark and the feet are darker. I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I like this. I like the writing underneath. Let's do more writing. Maybe we should do some writing of our own. Maybe. We could add a blank, an empty layer. And we're going to turn it. We're going to transform it to fit to the canvas. And then we're going to go to our editor, to our brush, and to paint. we've got black. I don't want black. Let's find a very, very dark color that's in here that is not black. Ooh, look at, oh. Just make it a little darker. There we go. Now we have a nice, rich, dark brown. Merry Christmas. Yeah, this is very Christmassy, right? So beautiful. I know. So I could be writing over here things like, whoops, we want that very much thinner. Let's, our brush size, take the brush size down to like 0.9. Love. Breathe. Now I like to move it around so that I have all kinds of stuff going on here. Let's see. How about explore? I make art. Art makes me. That's cool. Give me some more words, you guys. Believe in me. Let's put another word over here. Think. Here's joy. I think we're filling up enough space here. Let's keep that. We can always add more later, right? Oh, thank you, Bops. Now we're gonna get into layers again. And let's play around. Let's try the blending. Let's try some blending stuff. Oh, that makes it brighter. Screen just makes it light. Overlay. Darken. Lighten. You can't see it at all then. Color dodge. It's kind of cool. Color dodge and color burn. Soft light. Ooh. Wow, soft light. That's working, because look, there's the light, there's the words, but they're way down. It needs little things. It needs it needs details. Let's go back to the editor. I'm gonna look for, let's do some stock footage stuff. Maybe birds. Birds might look good there. Ooh, I like this bird. Let's auto mask that bird. Too bad, I wanted to keep more of those. Let's go back. Now, ooh, whoa! Did you see that? It totally crashed. That's okay. Let's get those birds back. Now here's a little trick, right? If you have a bird and you can't, the auto mask isn't working for you, then you get in here and you use your editor and you change the histogram. So adjust histogram. Now you make it more contrasty. now, now we're gonna go to mask and mask tool, auto mask object. I still don't see a lot of those things, but hang on, we'll just, that doesn't mean, we could put the bird in the tree. Very small. Look at the tiny, tiny bird in the tiny, tiny tree. And I like it. The orange actually works. Let's drag this down just so that it's closer to what it's looking for. Ooh, see, now the bird is behind the thing. That's not exactly what I was looking for, but it's cool. I wonder if we can get this to auto mask. Man, I just want to keep some of the I want something to fill the sky. I want something that's in the sky. Maybe clouds? Wow, pretty clouds. Ooh, look at this guy right here. See? Ah! Man. Crashy, crashy. Crashy, crashy when you add stuff. I don't care. Here we go. Now we'll auto mask. Eee, there we go. That guy. We're gonna want to desaturate probably. Ugh! What have I done? Why is my sedation 20, 24 hours or more? I wanna be sedated. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. I wanna be sedated. This would be cool right up here. Here, that's where, so now she's looking up at them. Maybe just a little larger. Now this is just does not look good there. So what we want to do is we want to start messing with these colors maybe. Actually, I think we'll just desaturate them. Instead of changing our color scheme, let's X that. So let's go back and get our brush again. And then get our retouch. And our tool's already on desaturate. See right over here, I'll show it to you. There's desaturate, saturate, darken, lighten. So let's desaturate. Let's get our brush size down. And wow, that's a little too desaturated. So let's undo that. Whoa. Ooh, there we go. Let's do our strength. Let's bring the strength way down. So see, yeah, now when I desaturate it, it only lightly desaturates. Let's soften it too. So back to the retouch. Let's kind of soften. Maybe darken. Undo. Oh, I like that. It's kind of dark on the bottom and lighter on the top. Way cool, way cool. So I think the best thing to do here might be to come into layers, to layer blends, and maybe bring the opacity down. See, now it's in there, but you can't really see it so well. But it kind of fills that area. I don't know. See, it kind of looks like a weird, bizarre painting of something, maybe stars. Or we could, I got an idea. Let's take it. We've only got a few minutes left anyway, so we're gonna send this to my photos. Boom, boom. Now we'll get out of here. We're gonna go back to Procreate. Look how much it's changed. So we'll just leave that one alone, and we'll just import this straight up photo that we've got here, right? Now, the first thing to do is add a layer over the top, and that means this will be totally non-destructive. So, that's the difference between digital mixed media and regular mixed media, is that it's non-destructive to work in digital because you can always replace your thing, or you can always take back, you can always undo things, and at very worst you can just take the same photo and start over again, which is very useful. Alright, so here we're gonna go, I'm gonna find a very light color in here. So this little square is how you find your, ooh, look at that. I love, oops, that was not what I wanted. I wanted this yellow. Ooh, yes, there's our yellow. That looks really cool. So now we want to come in here and we're gonna look for luminance and glimmer. See? Can you kind of see what's happening there? You're just getting little light glimmers. Oh my gosh, this is so perfect. Now you can just bring in a little bit of light. There we go, light. Little light over the thing. That looks really cool. And then you can always come in and, like, you can get let's get a darker color. Let's get like one of these, like this chocolate up here. There, that chocolate is kind of nice. And then let's get not abstract. Oh, let's use this marble. That marble is nice. Now I'm just kind of adding, just put in a little bit of ground in the bottom. You can see it's there if you, oops, see? Now you can see we're just adding a little bit of marble lid right there. Yeah. Now we'll bring back in what's underneath. Notice how you can barely see it. It's very much, we're very using just kind of just a bit of a brush to kind of give an idea. But if you could make this stuff look crazy by doing things like multiply. Now you can see, let's make that larger. Oops. Or let's let it all fit right here. Now, see, multiply, darken, you can see what's happening there. Color burn is adding a whole bunch of that stuff in the bottom. Linear burn, darker color, normal, lighten. See, it actually looks cool on screen too, but then you'd have to add a lot more dark. See, color dodge makes it look all lit up from within. Wonder what would happen if we pulled down the opacity right there. Oh my gosh, I love this. This may actually be kind of almost ready. Yes, fantastical and surrealist. Alright, so I got an idea. since we don't have a lot of time left, let's actually share this image to our image, right? Then we'll open up our photos. So we can close this now. And we already closed the other one. Let's get into photos. Now, see, they're not that much different, but so here's the first thing we tried, right? Then it moves to this, which is nice, but it's not, it doesn't have a lot of, see how there's a lot of richness and depth brought in by just that one very small bit where we marbled the bottom and did all this stuff. That looks amazing, right? So now let's try some stuff. Let's see if hyperspective works. I'm gonna, hey, look, it seems like it might be working. It might not be though. It looks black. Well, we don't need that. So then you could, let's see, there's all kinds of ways that you could take this picture and then make kind of a, maybe decimate. Decimate. DUVFX, I've already got that. So here we'll just add a photo. Whoops. There we go. We'll add this photo that we just got. Image loaded. We'll delete white out. Wow, look at that. Randomize. See? Shroom Precog 1 Beam Writer. Ooh, Shroom. These are fun. Drop frame. Ooh, that looks cool. Like that. We'll move that up. Interface. ISOM. Ooh, that looks awesome. Ooh, this Ubari looks really cool, so we'll move that one up. Whoa. It's unlit. Hey, Abacus 7, what's up? Oh my gosh, look at that. Now you have a whole fresh background. I like this. I want to save my image like that. Right? Hey, 79 Treach, what's cooking? Randomize effects. Ooh, I love that. Let's save that image. Randomize effects again. Oh my god, save that image. Oh my gosh, I love these. They're so amazing. I love Decimate. And then, of course, you can blend them. Color dodge, difference, exclusion, hard light, multiply looks cool. Lighten looked cool. Hue. That looks cool. Take that one. We'll save that image. Oh, really? You're staying up late? Well, I hope you're not having insomnia. All right, that's cool. Hey, Tremor Bear, what's cooking? All right, let's look in our photos and see what we got. A Wacom Moving Pad Pro 14, huh? I don't know. I just use I just use my app. Look at that. See? So here's where we started. We started here. Then we came here. Then we came here. Then we came here. And then this madness. These are delectable. Beautiful, beautiful backgrounds now. So delicious. And then, of course, later on I'm going to produce some cool stuff. Hang on. Just one last thing. We're going to go back to Fractalizer, and we're going to fractalize it back, and then I'm going to say bye with my face and then dump you off at Jade's. So here we go. Fractalizer. We're going to pull in this photo. Our new photo. We're going to pick this one. Pick that. Even this one looks just wicked. We could start over again. And then here we go. There we go. We're just... Now I'm animating this picture so I could make something. We'll work on that next week. Next week, I'm going to take these photos and we're going to make moving pictures out of them. And that, my friends, is all. Hopefully you learned something today, and if you didn't learn anything, I hope you were soothed and enjoyed hanging out with our very friendly chat, listening to my cave music and all the good things. So, what's coming up next is Jade Star. She is working on... Shoot, I forgot already. What is wrong with me? Thomas? Jade Star is next with Visual Synthesizer 2 by Imaginando. And then Techno Tuesday, Rhythm Republic Radio with Russ, and more after that. I will see you all later. Have an awesome, enjoyable rest of your day. We will see you around. Big love and all the peace that you can carry, baby. Mwah.